Energy is the lifeblood of global economy and society. As worldwide energy use increased over the preceding century, it bolstered and advanced the progress of human civilization. However, with that use, troubling crises were created, signaling warnings to human progress and survival. Challenges. Current energy consumption is over-reliant on fossil fuels. Resource depletion, environmental pollution, and climate change are major challenges for humanity. In the past 50 years, global fossil fuel consumption had exponential growth. Currently, global coal reserves can only last another 110 years. That number is merely 50 years for oil and natural gas. Fossil fuel production, transportation, and use cause severe air and water pollution and soil degradation. Major world economies have taken active measures to cope with climate change, but the annual carbon dioxide emissions keep growing. Solution: building Global Energy Interconnection, or GEI, to replace conventional energy with clean energy and electric power, or two replacements, increased electrification, or one increase, and restore fossil fuels to its basic attribute as an industrial raw material, or one restore, is the fundamental way to achieve sustainable energy development. Clean replacement refers to replacing fossil fuels with clean alternatives such as solar, wind, and hydropower. Electricity replacement refers to replacing coal, oil, and gas with clean electricity from distant stations. Increasing electrification emphasizes increasing electricity in the energy mix and meeting the energy demand with better energy conversion efficiency. Restoring fossil fuels to their basic attributes as an industrial raw material can create greater value for socioeconomic development. In essence, GEI is smart grid plus UHV grid plus clean energy. It is an important platform on which clean energy can be developed, transmitted, and consumed on a massive scale worldwide. Smart grid is highly flexible and adaptable and can meet the demand for user-friendly services and the integration of clean energy and distributed power sources. UHV power grids are the backbone of GEI. They can transmit 10 gigawatts of power from several thousand kilometers away. Centralized and distributed clean energy are the dominant energy resources transmitted by GEI, which fundamentally resolves the over-reliance on fossil fuels and ensures clean and low-carbon growth and sustainable development. Now, the conditions are favorable to building GEI. According to statistics, the global development potential of clean energy resources is more than 100,000 trillion watts. If only 0.05% is developed, it will be enough to meet global energy demand and provide sufficient electricity supply. At the same time, UHV power transmission technology is advanced and mature. Clean energy is progressing constantly, and smart grid technology is widely applied. All these provide strong technical support for establishing GEI. Moreover, renewable energy is becoming increasingly cost-efficient. By 2025, renewables will be more competitive than fossil fuels. The effectuation of Paris Agreement, reached by 195 countries, will help GEI advance further. Building GEI can be divided into three phases: domestic interconnection, intracontinental interconnection, and intercontinental interconnection. In Asia, we need to establish a 1+5 connection scheme linking the grid systems of China, Northeast Asia, Southeast Asia, Central Asia, South Asia, and West Asia. In Europe, Power development within the region and intercontinental energy transmission should be equally emphasized to promote Eurasian connection. In Africa, while securing power supply within the continent, more electricity needs to be exported. In the Americas, it's important to promote the development of power corridors in South America to transmit power from north to south and from west to east, and promote North American-South American connection via Central America. In Oceania, interconnection projects should be developed to link Australia and Indonesia and other Southeast Asian countries, with Asia as the receiving end. Action. In March 2016, Global Energy Interconnection Development and Cooperation Organization, or Geidco, was established in Beijing, China. By now, Geidco has over 400 members across more than 60 different countries and regions in all 5 continents. In the past year, Geidco has made significant progress. It has built a high-level international platform to promote the concept of GEI in an all-round way. It has established high-end think tanks to carry out research on issues concerning energy, economy, society, and the environment. It has strengthened cooperation with many regional organizations and government departments of other countries to jointly promote the building of GEI. Building GEI has become a global consensus and joint action.
The Global Energy Interconnection Initiative provides a key to solutions that can efficiently use rich renewable energy resources, such as wind, solar, and hydro, to deliver modern energy services to all, even at long distances.
GEI has received positive responses from international organizations, as well as governments, enterprises, institutes, and universities, which lay a good foundation to accelerate its development. Now, building GEI has been incorporated into the UN framework for the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Building GEI has a far-reaching impact on the implementation of all SDGs of the 2030 Agenda. UN Secretary-General Mr. Antonio Guterres commented that GEI is the key to realizing inclusive and sustainable growth worldwide, and spoke highly of Geidco's work as crucial for the implementation of the UN 2030 Agenda and Paris Agreement. As an innovative approach for facilitating the realization of the goals of the UN 2030 Agenda and the Paris Agreement, GEI initiative is being promoted worldwide at a rapid pace. The 2018 GEI conference, which took place last month in Beijing on March 28th and 29th, was attended by more than 1,100 representatives from over 30 countries and regions. The conference also witnessed the launch of 12 technical breakthroughs and reports, including that of the Global Energy Interconnection Backbone Grid, providing a package of plans and roadmap of actions for the implementation of GEI, which is of great significance for promoting the world's energy transition and sustainable development. Prospect. GEI provides huge multifaceted benefits. It can make full use of time zone differences, season differences, power price differences, and resource differences to promote global power trade and reduce energy cost. It can promote clean energy development, secure energy supply, and make electric power accessible and affordable for all. It can promote low-carbon development and effectively control global warming. It can help turn clean energy resource reserves in Africa and Latin America into economic benefits to narrow regional gap and reduce international disputes. It can promote the development of energy, information, and transportation integration, or EITI, to foster new engines for world economic development. We hope to take joint actions with all sides to turn the world into a bright, peaceful, and harmonious global village of green lands and blue skies, with smooth information flow, well-developed traffic, and sustainable energy for all.